Gorgeous gifts so fine, every piece uniquely mine.
Hi, so again, this is just a quick Shein haul. I am expecting a few more bits, so I might just add on to the end of this. But for now, we've got these. So we're going to start off with some coaster moulds. So they are Love Heart coaster moulds with like a druzy edge around the outside. And they come with a coaster holder. Now, when I get my new moulds, I like to measure them with water and give them a bit of a wash with some warm soapy water, which helps with the static. And then I have these bags that I like to pop them in. So literally just get them and pop them into the bags like this. And then I like to write on them what they are, how much they hold. And then I've got like a hanging rack that I hang them on too. So we've got a 6 cavity. Now I believe Let's Resin do exactly the same mould as this. Only the Let's Resin ones have got the amounts on them, which I think is really good. But yeah, these are really deep moulds. These moulds are, yeah, they are. So they're 10 centimetres by 10 centimetres, the square ones, and these are 10 centimetres round, and the hexagon ones, and they are about just over a centimetre deep, which is fantastic for deeper pours. Next up, we have this little cloud mould. Now the idea is that you pour them separately and then attach them via pieces of string. Now the reason I bought this was so that I could put it up in my daughter's bedroom. I've got some lovely UV DTF stickers that I want to pop on that, so I will be doing a video on that shortly. I've been asked to do some invitations in resin for a baby shower, and this is the one that she chose. So they come with little stands, and these are little plaques. Now we're undecided as to whether to go for the scan picture with the time, the date of the baby shower. We have, now these are really soft moulds. I quite like the feel of these ones, really flexible. Little crab. That come in a pack of 2. So you've got the little crab and then the little turtle. I also bought, because they were on offer, little tubs of crushed glass. Now I use these for creating druzy inlays and moulds. And they give that crystally shine to them, which a lot of normal glass doesn't. And I also bought some obsidian. So this is polished gemstone chips. I haven't opened these ones. You watch, I'll open them and they'll go everywhere. And they are just little tiny obsidian chips. Now I love the black crystals. I think with some gold foil they look really nice. I also bought some new paddles for my electric mixer. I use the Estoyo one, and I had to do it. Everybody's got the frog moulds, and in all these years I've never ever bought one, but I have now finally succumbed to the madness that is Froggy Friday. Yeah, so I can't wait to have a go with these. Now this is a flower mould. You may have seen me use these on one of my previous videos. I will link that one at the end. But rather than just have the one, I wanted a matching set, because who just wants one coaster? Now these are used in video number 18, creating inlays with these little stamps and creating some stunning pendants. And I thought that this stamp with the fingerprint in was really cute. So you can use it as 2 halves or one solid one, and it's got this like a jagged edge around. So yeah, I'm going to make a little tiny inlay out of that. Now this I have poured, because these come yesterday, and I had some extra resin left over, but unfortunately where they were it was slightly tilted. So I am going to add some chameleon powders and whatnot to the back of this. Now this is a fan mould. How this is going to work as a fan mould, I do not know, and I am going to struggle because when they were together, these have actually joined together there. So when I take them out of the mould, I am going to struggle because they're going to be attached, the two of them. But yeah, how that's going to work, I don't know. If anyone watching has made these, please drop me a comment and let me know how they're done. For my under the sea themed videos that are coming up, I bought these. Now, I've said this before, I'm not very good with sizes, and I hunted for a large cube. Now, in my head, the large cube was probably smaller than this one, which is 8 centimetre cube. And I thought, nah, that's not big enough. Now, I kept finding loads, which is the 6 centimetre cubes. Definitely not big enough because I have this one here. And I thought, right, that next size up's not going to be big enough. This would have been plenty big enough. But no, I had to go one bigger. This one is slightly too big. But it's a 10.5 centimetre and 10 centimetres deep. So I will, when I get some deep pour, I will be creating something in this cube. I don't do anything by halves, so go big or go home, I suppose. We have some little eye hooks, but they've got little pieces on them. But you can see it's got these extra lids on, which I think will finish my pieces off nicely rather than just having the eye hooks. We also have some cups. Now, I use these, but I also reuse them, so I let the resin cure in the bottom of the cups, and then I don't use them for measuring because obviously the measuring will be out if there's already resin in the bottom of the cup, but I do use them for mixing my different colours, and I do go through a lot of them. We've got some cat's eye gel. Now, I forgot which one I bought. So I've just grabbed myself a piece of resin. It is the blue colour shifting holographic. This is just an old piece, black and white piece with some red and gold foil on the front. So I'm just painting over the white. Now, the idea with the cat's eye nail gels is that you use a magnet in order to activate the pattern that you want. So you can get different types of magnets and they all do different shapes. And you'll see in a minute, after I've just tried this out on the black, how I use the magnets with this. So I'm just putting a generous coating on. You can already see the blue colour shift in this. It's absolutely stunning. So I just grabbed my first magnet that was to hand. So I decided to put 3 G's on the front of this piece, and you can see the camera's actually picking it up that by drawing above the nail varnish you get the pattern, and then you cure it underneath a UV light like you would ultraviolet curing resin. And then I've also bought one of these. Now, I know it was daft, I've already got one, but the battery ran out, and because the last one come with the battery installed, I just thought for £2.50 I'll buy another one rather than hunt for the right battery, because you can guarantee that I'd get the battery wrong. And this one's turned up, and guess what? It's not got a battery with it or inside it. So yeah, I've had to then order some 1.5 volt mini batteries. Now, this is used for measuring things like cabochons and jewellery pieces to make sure that they fit, so that you're making the correct piece to fit into the right type of bezel. Absolutely brilliant if you can get a battery that works. We have this. So this is a baby casting kit. Now, for those of you who know me, you'll know that I've got a 15-month-old daughter, as well as an 18-year-old and a 15-year-old. So there is a bit of a gap, but I thought this was a really, really cute keepsake. So my plan is, while she's asleep, because I've got no chance when she's awake, to do her hand and her footprint while she's still little enough for them to fit in there. Now, at the minute, I'm trying to figure out a way of combining this with resin, because that's just the way my head works. So I'm looking forward to seeing what I come up with. By the way, that was a buy from Aldi in the UK. Who else loves the middle aisle in Aldi's? So that's the end of my haul. If you'd like to see more of these, drop me a thumbs up in the comments. I've been Tony from Georgie's Gorgeous Gifts. Stay safe and happy crafting. Bye for now.